right. Getting everyone on. Can you guys hear me? Just want to make sure we're all good. You don't have to take your camera off or you turn your camera on. I personally, when I do these things, I keep my camera off because I'm just feel like it's so awkward. But okay, perfect. Komal can hear me. We are gonna give everyone a couple more minutes to join. If I haven't met you before, my name is Bhavna, and we are gonna be working on opening up our hamstrings, strengthening our quads, and a lot of forward folds and back strengthening. So we're going to be working on the upper half of the body, the lower half of the body. Roshan, let's make sure he gets on. Why wouldn't let me admit him? This is weird, guys. Oh. All right, I think, Roshan, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Perfect, awesome. Okay, so does everyone have the Spotify link? Because if not, I'll go ahead and post it on our Zoom chat. Yesterday when I taught a class, I played it here in my little living room area, but I think people had a hard time hearing it. So I feel like the best option for us would to be to stay on mute unless you want to like pipe in and ask a question while we're in class, or when we take a break, if you want to say how you're feeling, what's going on, that would be good. But I'm going to go ahead and play Spotify via my headphones so I don't, I guess, cause too much of a disturbance by playing it here when y'all are playing it in your apartments, houses, whatever it is. So I feel like that would be the best way to enjoy the music, have as much as possible in studio feel. So I went ahead and posted the Spotify link here if you don't have it, because I know through ClassPass it probably didn't share it with you. But I'm going to go ahead and put myself on mute, and then we'll start in 2 minutes. Go ahead and start stretching. Open up the hamstrings if you want, do a happy baby, roll through your neck. We'll get started, but I always like a couple extra minutes of stretch before class. So we will get started. If you have a question, feel free to chat me on here. We'll get started in 2 minutes, or you can always unmute your mic, yell at me, and I will answer. Cool. All right, guys. Can everyone see me? This is such a great angle. Okay, so I'm gonna be on the mat over here. And let me just angle it a little better so you guys can see. And if you have your Spotify playlist with you, make sure you don't hit shuffle, just hit the very first song, which is called Opening. So we'll start in a child's pose. Go ahead and hit start on your playlist. Toes together, knees out wide, forehead down to the mat, hands, this time instead of reaching all the way to the front of the mat, maybe you slide them down by your hips, palms facing up, and just see how that might make a difference. Maybe your hands are active and they're reaching towards the back of the room. Maybe they're relaxed and hanging out on the ground. Play with both, see how that feels. Maybe you feel a difference in your back muscles. Play with that for a breath or two. Find a posture that you like with your hands and stay there. Forehead to the mat, maybe you roll it side to side. Winding down after whatever your day has been like today. Just giving yourself some space to exist without a to-do list, without thinking about what comes next. Establish a space wherever you are, whether it's on your mat, whether it's on a rug, or you're on your balcony enjoying some breeze. Visually, mentally create a space for yourself to practice. And start thinking about what's going on the inside. Maybe it's not thoughts, maybe it's beyond the thoughts. Maybe it's everything that exists in the world outside and around you, but on the inside. Maybe it doesn't look the same, it doesn't feel the same, it's not our worldly existence. It's what goes on the inside. Just as vast, even if maybe more vast than what goes on the outside. But it's on the inside. See if you can take a deep dive into that space on the inside. Eyes can stay closed. Stay honed in on your breath, just passing casually in and out through your nose. Sweep your hands back to the front of the mat and start rocking your shoulders over your wrists, coming into a tabletop just for a second. Curl your toes behind you and then lean your hips back onto your heels. You're gonna find out really quick how comfortable or uncomfortable this is for you. So if it causes a lot of pain in your toes and your feet, go ahead and opt to come on the flat part of the tops of your foot. If not, stay in toes of fire. See if you can stack head over heart over hips. Take a deep breath in, eyes stay closed perhaps. Reach your fingertips to the sky, hands touch above. And then bring your hands down to heart center. Press your thumbs into your heart, heart back into your thumbs. Release your hands, reach them all the way back up for a deep inhale in. Exhale, bring the palms to heart center again. Create that breath while keeping that strength of your hips on your heels. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, reach up. And then exhale, thumbs back to heart center, prayer, palms to heart. Inhale, one last round. Reach up with your arms and then slowly draw your shoulder blades down your back by bringing your hands to heart center. See if you can focus on the pranayama, the breath. Inhale, inflate the belly. Exhale, press the air out through your nostrils. Last round, inhale into the belly. Exhale, press the air out through the nostrils. Open your eyes, blink them open. Hands press down onto the mat. Come onto hands and knees. Tap out your feet. Drum roll them against the ground. And then come back. Maybe you curl them back. And we're going to talk about some protraction versus retraction of the shoulder blades. So press your hands into the mat. And this time, maybe the eyes of your elbows turn in as you curl your belly button up into your spine and you feel your shoulder blades separate. That is protraction of the shoulder blades. Now roll the eyes of your elbows to the front of the room and then drop your belly. Feel your shoulder blades squeeze together for a cow. Inhale, allow your eyes of the elbows to roll in. Internally rotate your arms. Press your belly button into your spine. And then eyes of the elbows move forward, drop the belly. All right. Press your hands back into the mat. Come into a neutral position. And then go ahead, curl your toes, lift your knees up and off the mat. Press your arms into the mat. Maybe you feel your arms internally rotate so you can curl back just a little bit more through your spine, rounding through the back. All right, knees are hovering. Feel that strength, pressing the earth away with your hands. Lift your right toes up and off the mat. Kick your right heel back. Left toes are still hot. Left heel is still, knee is still hovering. And then exhale, knee to right tricep. Squeeze it in. Maybe you flex through your toes. Inhale, take your right foot back. Exhale, squeeze knee into tricep, flex your toes. Last time, inhale, heel back. And then knee to tricep, squeeze it in, flex through your toes. Take your right toes back down. Maybe you take a break, drop the knees for just a second, and then regain the strength, press through the hands, lift the knees back up and off the mat. Left heel to the back of the room on an inhale. Exhale, squeeze knee to tricep, flex through the left toes. Inhale, take it back, heel to the back of the room. Exhale, knee to right tricep, flex through the toes. Feel that engagement in your glute on the left side. Inhale, left heel back, I'm getting tired. Exhale, knee to left tricep, squeeze it in, flex through the left toes, and drop both toes down. Shift your hips back, downward facing dog. Heel toe your feet, bend in one knee, bend in the other. Press the earth away with your hands and use that as leverage to get your chest closer to your thighs. Bring your chin a little bit closer to your chest. Allow the crown of the head to reach forward and down. Inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, tiptoe all the way to the top of the mat, tailbone to the sky. And forward fold. Feet, hips width apart, 2 fists can sit in the middle of it. And then grab forearms, relax the back of your neck. Reach long, reach down. Allow the heaviness in the upper half of the body to lean your chest down further. Bend into the knees, bend to the right. Bend to the left, maybe you find a little bit of a bounce. Maybe it helps you find a little bit more depth. Bring your chest closer to your shins. Last 2 breaths, enjoy the forward fold. Feet are cemented into the mat. Last couple of bounces. And then fingertips to the mat. Heel toe your feet back together. Hands to shins, inhale, halfway lift. We're gonna talk through this for just a second. Press your feet into the mat. Heels all the way through the tailbone, sits bones, point to the back. So long line of opening the entirety of your hamstrings as you point your sits bones to the back of the room. Hands on your shins, inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Strong chest, strong back muscles. Your chest is hovering on top of this imaginary block. Your forehead is as well. Last breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Root through your feet, fingertips to the sky. Reach all the way up. Right hand holds on to left wrist. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Left hand holds on to right wrist. Right foot into the mat. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, through center. Cactus your arms, hips forward. Chest leans back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, feet to 2 steps to the back of the room. High plank. Hold it here, shoulders over wrists. Heels over toes. Your choice to drop your knees or not. Either way, exhale, lower your chest halfway down, arms squeeze into your rib cage. Low plank, lower all the way down to the mat. Tops of the feet connected into the mat, light your thighs up. Let them engage, toes point to the back of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. or lift, sorry. Peel your chest up and off the mat, cobra. Exhale, release. Curl the toes, take it all the way back for a downward facing dog. Inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, 2 big steps to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release all the way down. Root through the feet, fingertips to the sky. Reach up, right hand on left wrist. Press the left foot down. Exhale, side bend to the right. Open up the side body. Inhale, through center, opposite wrist to opposite grip. Press the right foot down. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, through center, cactus your arms, hips thrust forward, chest to the sky and back. Exhale, hinge at the hips, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands 2 steps back, high plank. Shoulders over wrists, heels over toes. Exhale, lower it down, halfway, hold. Hold. If you're in an up dog, I feel ya. Switch it up and now take your up dog, press the earth away. Lift through the chest to open through your collarbones, shoulder blades squeeze together. Exhale, forward fold. All the way back. All right. 2 breaths in down dog. Find your grounding. Find your breath. Inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, 2 steps forward. Maybe you take a step with your left foot if you took it with your right first time. All right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back this time. Drop to the back knee. We're gonna set up in a low lunge first. Fingertips on the mat. Take a deep breath in, lift through your chest. Exhale, hips to the back of the mat. Lift your toes up and off the mat. Now your right toes are gonna flex back towards your shins, half splits, but we're gonna add a twist. The left hand really close to your shin on the mat. And then inhale, right fingertips to the sky, twist it out. Feel that right shoulder stack over the left hip. Maybe you start drawing your right hip down. Feel that flex in the hamstring and opening on the right side of the thigh. Last breath in. Rotate the right hand down. Walk your fingertips up to become in line with your right foot. Lift the back. Oops, keep the back knee on the mat. Lift your fingertips up and off the mat. Low Anjaneyasana. Lift through the chest. Burst forward, burst open. Exhale, plant your hands down, lift the back knee, step it forward. We're gonna skip the vinyasa. Inhale, halfway lift to reset. Exhale, lower down. This time, right foot steps back, drop the back knee. Setting up for our half splits. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, back, hips to the back. Lift your toes up and off the mat. Flex through the toes. See if you can start drawing that left hip back towards the back of the room. Right fingertips on the mat. Remember for that twist, lift your left fingertips up. Feel the balance. Move your left hip down as you burst open through the left side of the body, through the left fingertips. Last breath in. Rotate the left hand down. Fingertips come in line with the left foot. Reseal the left foot into the mat. Low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Fingertips to the sky. Reach up, burst up. Press that right hip forward. Exhale, hands spiral down. Lift the back knee up and off the mat. This time, left foot steps back. Go ahead and take your Chaturanga Vinyasa your way. Cobra or upward facing dog. Channel how you're feeling this evening. And maybe close your eyes through your Vinyasa. Inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, 2 steps, jump, float to the top of the mat. However you get there, your choice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, root through the feet, fingertips to the sky, reach on up, rise up, hands connect above, press your thumbs into your sternum. Take 1 round of breath. See if you can feel the energy from the earth coming through the soles of your feet, into your calf muscles, into your thighs. Strengthen the low back, strengthen the mid, upper back, open through the chest, crown of the head, piercing the sky. Last breath in. Exhale, fold all the way down. This time, hips sit low, press your feet into the mat. Fingertips to reach to the sky, chair pose. Feel the feet connect in, and then feel your quads turn on. Maybe they turn on so much that your toes lift up and off the mat. If your tailbone is pointing to the sky, maybe you point it down towards the earth, round in your spine. Last breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Take 2 steps to the back of the mat. High to low plank. Now maybe close your eyes. Float through your vinyasa step by step. Connect to a breath per movement. Maybe you take a side twist to add something extra that makes you feel good about your vinyasa, about doing a chaturanga. Meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right heel lifts to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Vacuum seal that right thigh into your chest. Inhale, right heel lifts all the way up again. Exhale, seal it into your nose, bring it up. And then step the right foot right behind your right wrist. Press it down. Seal the back heel down as well. Left toes are pointing to the left corner of the mat. Reach your fingertips to the sky, warrior one. Bend into that right knee. Spiral that left hip forward, connecting and squeezing your inner thighs together. Feel that left thigh squeeze and turn in a little bit, internally rotating. Breathe in, reach your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, allow your hands to come on the inside of your right foot, reaching towards the left corner of the mat. Surrender down into the mat. Keep that strong right angle in the right knee. And then feel that engagement in your right quad, holding you up. Back heel, left heel is holding you down as well. Stay for a breath in. Press through the right foot. Lift all the way up. And then straighten the right leg. Right toes lift up and off the mat. Pinkies spiral in. Thumbs spiral out internally. Ooh, what is this? Externally rotating your hands. Lift your toes up and off the mat. And then press the toes back in. Exhale. Hands swing by your hips. Chest bows down. Release back of your neck, chin to chest. One more time of that. Inhale, lift your fingertips up to the sky. Spin your pinkies in. Lift your toes up and off the mat. You're balancing on your heel in a pyramid. Exhale, ground your foot down. Bend forward, bow forward. Bring your hands down and up to the sky. Hands down to the mat. Rebend the right knee. And then step the right foot back. High to low plank vinyasa. Or go ahead and skip it. This is your choice, your practice. Work through it how you would like. All right. Left heel to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze it in. Feel that engagement in your core, in your thigh. Inhale, back to the sky. Lift it back up. Make sure your toes are pointed down. Heel is to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it through, press the earth away, feel the split of your shoulder blades, and then plant the left foot down right behind your left wrist. Round the right heel down, lift your hands up to the sky along with your chest, warrior one. Rotate that right hip forward just like we did with the left side, and then feel that strong right angle in the left foot. Breath in, reach up, get strong in that left quad. We're going to use it for support as we lower our hands and chest down to the right side of the mat. Bend your chin towards your chest. Elongate the back of your neck. Surrender down. Make sure you have a strong grip in that left foot. Inhale, lift your chest up and off the mat to the sky. Straighten the left leg. Spiral your pinkies inwards. Left toes lift up and off the mat. Chest to the sky. Balance. Squeeze the thighs together. Reseal that left foot into the mat. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, one more time. Chest lifts, hands lift to the sky. Toes lift up and off the mat. Balancing on the heel. Exhale, reseal the foot. Chest bows down. Hands to the back of the room. Woo. Struggling for that balance. Hands come back down to the mat. Frame the left foot. Rebend into the left leg. Take your left foot back. High to low plank vinyasa. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you're so focused on your breath. Maybe the breath comes so naturally, you dive deeper. Downward facing dog. Come down to your knees. Take a sip of water. We're gonna add on from here, try on some different things. How are we feeling? Okay, moderate, making it. I will take silence as golden. All right. Take your sip of water, take the moment to reconnect your breath, and re-find a downward facing dog. Bend one knee, then the other, one heel to the mat, then the other. Inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, travel forward, your choice, however you get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Root through the feet, fingertips to the sky, hips low, chair pose. Maybe you go a little deeper than you did last time. Press your feet into the mat and maybe you engage them so much you feel like you're trying to split the middle of the mat. Feet are pressed in and then try to press open to the sides of the mat. Tailbone is still pointing low, chest is open and up to the sky. Breathe in, maybe you spiral your pinkies in. Last breath in, feel the engagement in the quad. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, take 2 steps back, maybe you jump, chaturanga, high to low. Move with your breath. Downward facing dog, we go. Inhale, right heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to right tricep, tap it, tap it, tap it. And then inhale, bring it all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Drop it right behind your wrist, right wrist. Ground the back heel, warrior one, Virabhadrasana. We move again. This time, right elbow comes underneath the left. If eagle arm bind is a lot for you, maybe you wrap your arms around your shoulders. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior variation. Surrender down. Now we're not using our hands on the mat anymore. It's all the strength in our quads as well as our core, allowing us to hold here. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Come to the side, twist to the right, left side of the mat. Straighten both legs, release the bind of the hands, and then rebend into the right knee, coming into a warrior two. See if you can open through this right hip as you squeeze inward with the left hip. Feel that internal rotation. Press the blade edge of the left foot, let your thighs spin inward. All right, hands out to the front and back of the mat at the same time. Flip your right hand, offer it forward, reverse warrior. Left hand to your thigh or wrap it around your spine. Reach your right hand to the back of the room. Press, stay bent into that right knee. Get really strong on it. And then straighten the right leg. Right hand comes all the way down to the right ankle or the shin. Left fingertips to the sky, triangle posture. Big toe of the right foot is sealed and cemented in, and then lift up through the left shoulder. Maybe you look at your left fingertips. Maybe you feel your belly button move in towards the spine. Press into the mat, feel it all the way through the right quad. Last breath in. Bend into the right knee, bring both hands to the mat. Take it back. High to low plank vinyasa. The left side, guys. Get to a downward facing dog. And we'll go from there. Left heel to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep, tap and hold, press the earth away, and then inhale, left heel all the way to the back, to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, remember vacuum seal. Press the left foot down into the mat, back heel grounds, warrior one, lift it up. Now this time, left elbow underneath the right, squeeze your hands together in eagle arms or grab onto your shoulders. Breath in. Lift, exhale, lower down through your chest, release the crown of the head, fingertips are hovering up and off the mat, squeezing into your left leg. See if you can try to spin that right hip forward. I know we're doing a lot here already, but really make sure that foundation is strong. Inhale, with the strength of your core, lift your chest up and off the ground. Straighten both legs, come to the side, release the bind of the arms, maybe open up your step, your width of your legs a little bit more. Bend into the left knee, warrior two. Same thing here. Open up through that left hip, spiral it out while your right hips and thighs spirals in. Open, closed hip. All right, hands to the front and back of the room at the same time. Open your left hand, offer it forward, and then reverse, take it back. Stay bent into that left knee, feel very strong in your left quad. And then straighten the left leg. The left hand now comes down to the shin, to the ankle, right hand up and over. Feel that long, long, long line from the floor to the ceiling, and then from the front of the room to the back of the room. Last breath in. Spiral the right hand down, bend into the left knee, lift the left foot up and off the mat, take it back, vinyasa, high to low plank. Move breath by breath, pose by pose. And downward facing dog. Right heel lifts on an inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left tricep, cross it over, but feel the squeeze in, belly button to spine. Inhale, heel to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, squeeze it in, squeeze it in. And then drop the foot in between the hands this time directly into warrior two. Ground the back heel, lift, cartwheel, maybe windmill your hands around, warrior two. All right, inhale, flip the right hand, reach it forward. Take it back in reverse. Maybe this time your left hand wraps around your low back. You have the strength of your quad and your core to lean back, reach back. This time, keep that bend in the right knee. Spiral the right hand down, either to the ground or forearm meets the thigh, extended side angle. If you have a tendency to lean into this right shoulder, make sure it's lifted. Neck is long on the right side, left hand up and overhead, reaching to the front of the room. Stay here, and maybe now you try to ground down with the right hand. Find the depth in that bend, side bend, and strengthen your right quad. Stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Lift both hands up to the sky. Wide-legged forward fold. Toes turn in, hands to hips. Press your hands onto your hips and then press down. Lift the crown of the head up. Exhale, lower halfway down only. Crown of the head is moving towards the side of the room. Tailbone along with your sits bones, point back. Feel that strength in the back muscles, like you can hold a glass of water on top of it. Stay for the inhale. On the exhale, lower all the way down. Hands connect to the mat, and then see if you can walk them to your ankles. Hold on to both ankles. Inhale, halfway lift through your chest. Exhale, bring the chest as close as you can in between your thighs. See if you can move through that with your own breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, curl in. Last time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, curl in. Hands now come to your hips. Press that tailbone, the sits bones to the back of the room. Inhale, halfway lift. Feel that strength in the back muscles. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel the strength in your core. Last breath in. And exhale, lift all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Hands lift to the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee. Skandasana to the back of the room. Right toes lift up and off the mat. Feel that strength. Maybe your left heel is lifted up and off the mat. You're using your fingertips. Either way, it doesn't matter. If you don't need your hands, hands find the sky. And maybe without the use of your hands, you shift from bending your left knee to straightening it and bending your right knee, coming into a low lunge at the front of your mat. Plant your hands down. Take your vinyasa, high to low plank. Use the breath. Skip the vinyasa if you don't need it. This is about what's necessary, what comes naturally. And we'll find that downward facing dog. Left heel to the sky, reach it up. Exhale, knee to right tricep, cross it over. Don't drop the left hip, keep it lifted. Vacuum seal the thigh into your chest. Inhale, lift your left heel back up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it through, press the earth away, and then plant the left foot in between your hands. Ground the back heel, warrior two. Spiral your right hand up, left hand follows. Find that grounding. Left hand, flip it forward, offer it forward, take it back. I don't want to quote Missy Elliott, but flip it and reverse it. I quoted Missy Elliott, that's fine. Last breath in, reach through the left fingers. Exhale, left hand spirals down for extended side angle. Left hand to the mat, or left forearm to your thigh. Right fingertips up and overhead. Let your chest lift. Feel the length in the left side of the body as well as the right. Stay for a breath in and stay for the breath out. Breathe in, lift fingertips to the sky, straighten both legs. You're facing the right side of the room. Heels in, toes out. Bend into your knees. Hands that are up in the air, see if you can find an interlace of all the fingers except for the pointer finger. Find this mudra, point the energy to the sky, lift up. Press the feet into the mat, maybe you take them in just a little bit more. See if you can open both thighs out. Stay here. Lift your toes up and off the mat. Breathe in, point your pointer fingers to the sky. Exhale, lower your hips. Maybe you keep your toes up and off the mat. One more breath in, ground your toes again. Lift up through the pointer finger. Exhale, bend in a little lower. Breath in, side bend to the right. Point the pointer finger to the back of the room. Inhale it up. Lots of work on the quads. Exhale, bend it to the left. Pointer finger to the front of the room. Feel the shake in your quads, shaking your calves. Lift it back up. Straighten both legs. Thank God. Bend into the right knee, skandasana to the back of the room. Lift the left toes up and off the mat. Keep your chest lifted. Remember, hands, you can use them or you don't have to. With the strength of your quads, whether you're using your hands or not, shift to the front of the room, skandasana, bend, and then low lunge. Take your right foot, left foot back, vinyasa. High to low plank. We got one more thing and we can take a break. All right. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee. One more time, bend the right knee, bend the left. Okay, take it back to a tabletop. Drop your knees down. Make sure your alignment is great, not just good, great. Shoulders over wrists. You can press the earth away. Feel the rounding of the spine, shoulder blades separate just a little. Toes are curled. All right, you feel really strong. Now, lift both knees up and off the mat like we did in the beginning of class. Now, this time, listen closely. Right toes lift up and off the mat, right heel to glute. All right, now, with the strength of your arms, press your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog, maybe three-legged dog, but your right heel is still connected to your right glute. Take your hands, walk them back towards your feet. Yes, walk it back, walk it back. The right heel is still connected to the right glute. With the strength of your core, pressing your left foot madly into the mat, lift up and off into one leg. Right hand, right elbow underneath the left, eagle arms or find your shoulders, your choice. Lift through the chest. Exhale, bow halfway down. Right heel, right foot, sole of the foot presses to the back of the mat or back of the room. Inhale, find a little bit of a halfway lift, cow chest. Exhale, tap knee to elbows, tap. Take it back, extend the back heel, toes. Exhale, knee to elbow, tap. Woo, I'm shaking too. Last time, extend it back. Warrior three, tap knee to elbow. And then slowly release the hands, ground them back down. Walk your way back into a downward facing dog, three-legged dog. Rebend the left knee and ground the right toes, both knees still lifted up and off the mat. You're like, curse you, Bhavna, but you're gonna get strong, you're gonna feel it. Left heel connects to the left glute. And now push yourself back into that three-legged dog variation. Take your hands, walk them back towards your right foot this time. Right foot grounds, left heel is still connected to the glute. Lift your chest up with the strength of thigh, strength of the core. Yeah, there you go. Left elbow underneath the right this time. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift to the sky. Pray for something, and then exhale. Bend down. Warrior three. Left heel to the back of the room. Exhale. Left elbow or left knee to elbow. Whoop. Maybe you fall, tap, squeeze, control. Take the left foot to the back of the room. Baby cow in the chest. Exhale, knee to elbows, tap. Last time. Squeeze it back, lift it back. Exhale, knee to elbow, tap. Keep that left heel into the glute. Release the hands down, walk it back. Three-legged dog. And then slowly ground the left toes. Drop down to your knees. Child's pose. Drink some water. Find a seat. Connect to your breath. All right. Hope we're feeling okay. Hope everyone's still alive. Take a couple of breaths. Recenter yourself. Re-find that ocean of vastness inside of you. Maybe that shake in the thighs, shake in your arms, helps you forget, disconnect from everything that's around you, and helps you tune in, become more focused on what's here. Because we got to take care of this first. All right, so come back, or stay seated for a second. I'm going to show you what we're about to do. I always think about this as like an origami accordion, paper accordion that folds back and forth. So we're going to be taking a malasana first. Actually, how about that? Downward facing dog. Right foot steps on the outside of the right hand. Left foot steps on the outside of the left hand. Take your malasana. Garland pose. Ideally, we'd like our toes to be facing forward, thighs wrapping in, chest lifted up, tailbone hovering up and off. Maybe you need a block, just go ahead and put a block down. Hands to heart center. Press into the right foot, left toes lift up and off the mat. Twist to the side just a little bit, and then take it the opposite way. Press down to the left foot, right toes lift up and off the mat. All right, maybe you hold a malasana, hands to the mat. Either way, stay here. I'm gonna show you, demo what we're about to do. In our malasana, we're gonna take our hands back. All right, so this is a process. Hands stay to the side, then tailbone lifts to the sky, chest lifts up and off the mat, and then hands to the sky. We're gonna take it back down, hands fold first, then chest, then your hips, then your hands come forward. All right, so in malasana, hands come down, tailbone to the sky, forward fold, chest lifts up, and then hands to the sky, reach up. Exhale, down, hands by the hips, chest forward folds, hips down, and then hands come to the front. Take a breath in, hands fold back, tailbone to the sky, chest lifts up, hands to the sky. Last time, hands down, chest folds, hips down, hands forward. All right, how do we feel? Can we take this one round up and then back on our own? I trust you. If you're sitting on the floor watching me do it, shame on you, you can do it. All right, hands back, tailbone up, chest lifts, hands to the sky. Hands down, chest down, hips down, hands forward. Okay, we're gonna take it from here or move into core. So walk your feet to the front of the mat if it's not already there. Sit your hips down and extend your feet. Maybe walk your toes, point your toes, flex your toes. And we're gonna do something really quick. I'm gonna just talk about this before we get into anything. We're gonna think about our thumbs connected to our toes. Right thumb connects to right toes, left thumb connects to left toes. So let's practice. Find a Dandasana, staff pose, and then flex your toes. You're gonna rotate your thumbs out and flex your toes. And now, what happens if you release your thumbs? Your toes flex, or your toes point. So your thumbs are connected to your toes. Bring your thumbs, roll them out, flex your toes. All right, release, bring the thumbs in, toes point. One more time, inhale, roll your thumbs out, flex your toes, and then exhale, release, bring your thumbs in, toes point. All right, now that we've got that, let's take it to boat. Same thing here. Maybe you find your feet like this, or you find your feet in a low boat. All right, here we go. Thumbs rotate out, flex your toes, and then exhale, release, point your toes. There we go. Inhale, flex the toes, roll your thumbs out, and then exhale, release, point your toes. Inhale, thumbs out, toes in, exhale, opposite. Last 2 rounds, thumbs out, toes in, exhale, thumbs in, toes out. Last time, thumbs out, toes in, flex your toes, flex through your quads, and then release, point your toes. Bring your feet all the way down onto the mat. Whew. All right, now we're gonna take a little bit of a bend, a forward fold. We're gonna set up with our left toes flexed back towards us, right sole of the foot connects to the mat right in front of your sit bone. Make sure you have a fist or a hand that can sit in between your foot and your thigh. Press it in, okay. Really cement that right foot into the mat. Make sure your left toes are still as active and they're not just hanging out. Right hand lifts up to the sky and bring it on the inside of your thigh. Left hand is on the mat right next to your left hip. Take a deep breath in and reach forward. Reach forward like you're trying to save Jack and bring him on that raft with you. Come on, girl, there's room for 2. Reach forward and then spiral that thumb in and down. So now you're internally rotating, bringing your thumb in, and then wrap. Hand around your shin, bringing the back of your right hand onto your spine. All right, left hand. Reach that forward. Maybe it passes your left toes. Spiral the thumb in, pinky to the sky. Rotate it internally, and then wrap the left hand around the back. Maybe it reaches your right hand. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Bend forward, crown of the head to your left toes. Flex them back. Maybe you've pressed your right foot into the mat. Engage the right thigh. Even though it's not doing much, you think, see if you can press. Really engage the sole of the right foot into the mat, into the earth. Find that connection. One last breath in. And then exhale, release. Start with the left hand, remove it, reground it down into the mat. Release that right hand, bring it out and around, lift it to the sky, bring it by your right hip, straighten out that right leg. All right, left foot, bring the left knee in, flex those right toes, don't forget about it. Left sole of the foot into the mat. All right, right hand on the ground next to your hip, left fingertips to the sky. Bring the outside of the left arm on the inside of the left thigh. Reach it forward. Try to grab for something, and then rotate the thumb in and down. Wrap the left arm around the left shin. Take the back of the left hand and maybe you bring it to the low back. Right fingertips reach forward, surpass your right toes. Rotate that thumb in and down. Wrap the right hand around your spine, meeting the left hand. Inhale, halfway lift through your chest, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, bend down, bow down. Flex through the right toes, feel that right quad engage. Press the left foot into the mat. Squeeze that left thigh into the left side body. Stay for a breath in, lengthen through the crown of your head, and on an exhale, see if you can find more depth, trying to bring your nose as close as you can to your right knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Now, right hand releases from the left, spiral it forward, then connect it back down. Left hand releases from the low back, reach it forward, then reach it up, bring it back down, extend the left leg. All right, we're gonna take this exercise one more time. On an inhale, see if you can flex through your toes. When you flex through your toes, bring both hands to your quads. Feel that engagement in your quads. And then exhale, point your toes, feel the release in your quads. Inhale, toes flex, feel the quads engage. And then release, toes point forward, feel the length in the quads. All right, we're gonna try a pose. It's called Kurmasana, tortoise pose. Surabhi knows where we're going with this. We did it yesterday, it was plenty fun. So we're going to open our legs out just a little bit. Don't worry about a really wide fold. We're just going for a little bit right now. Make sure you release all the glutes area, the fun part from underneath the sits bones. Flex the toes. Always keep flexing the toes. Inhale, reach your fingertips to the sky. And then exhale, lean your chest forward. Pretend maybe you close your eyes, someone's holding onto your hands and pulling you forward. Stay here, both toes flexed. Stay for the breath in and stay for the breath out. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you release your hands down and you find a passive pose. Maybe hang out here, bring your chin to your chest, keep the flex in those toes, pulling back towards the shins, or we take an option for Kurmasana. If you want to watch and see me demo how to do it, take a little look-see. It's going to be fun. Bring your heels a little bit closer to your glutes. Bend both knees. Your hands that are released out. See if you can, again, pull the thumbs inward and then thread them through each side. Maybe you start on one side and you bring this knee as close as you can to your shoulder. Don't have to bring it necessarily on the shoulder. As close as you can is great. Seal the hands down into the mat and then allow your heels to reconnect to the ground. Flex your toes back. All right, then you pick one ear and you reach down. Then you pick another ear and you reach down. The way to get as far as you can is to feel that engagement in the quad. Flex through your toes. Allow your legs to do the work to push your chest down. Now, if you're here and you're like, easy peasy, Bhavna, what do I do next? Then flip your thumbs to the back of the room. Shine the palms forward and to the sky. Then take a wrap around with your hands to your low back like we did in our Marichyasana. Forward bend earlier. Keep that flex in the toes no matter where you are. Chest leans forward. Kurmasana. Wherever you are, even if you're just staring at the Zoom screen right now, see if you can find a moment of peace. See if you can tune in. Tune inward. Keep that engagement in the lower half of your body. Allow the upper half of your body to relax. So whether your hands are reaching forward or they're connected to the ground or your low back, see if you can find that active lower half of the body. Surrender in the top half. Feel your core engage, belly button move up to the spine. Slowly make your way out. If you're in a Kurmasana, see if you can slowly start lifting your chest and unthreading your hands from underneath the knees. If your hands are forward, start reaching your way back up. Legs that are open out, bring them back in. All right. We're gonna try 2 back bends. Soles of the feet connect into the mat. Hold onto those knee pits behind the thighs. Lower back. Hands reach by your hips. Heels to your big finger, your middle finger. All right, setting up for bridge. Soles of the feet into the mat. Really press into the soles of those feet. Feel the top part of the back of your shoulders, the upper back, press into the mat. On an inhale, hips lift to the sky. Point your hip bones up, up, up. Knees are pointing forward, both of them, instead of pointing out. Point them forward. Pretend there's a block in between your thighs. Lift your hips, lift your hips, lift your hips. Last breath in. Exhale, slowly roll down onto your mat. Option 2 is wheel. If you'd like to take bridge again, go for it. Hands for wheel are going to reach up and overhead, and then you're going to bring your fingertips, point them towards your shoulders, wrist point to the back of the room. Maybe you bend into your elbows, maybe point the elbows towards each other, ground down through those palms, ground down through the soles of the feet, press through both on an inhale, whoop, lift, maybe you roll onto the crown of your head, and then push your chest to the back of the room. Same thing, knees are squeezing together, squeezing an inner block in between your thighs. Chest peels to the back of the room. Feel that compression in your spine, opening the front half of your body. Last breath in, strengthen through your arms. Exhale slowly, gracefully. Back of the head touches the mat first. Then roll the spine down. Soles of the feet open up to the edges of the mat. Rock and windmill your knees side to side. Not windmill, windshield wiper. That would be crazy. All right. Now, bring your knees in towards your chest. Hands, arms on the inside of your knees. Bring your feet up to meet your hands. Blade edges of the feet connect to the hands. All right, happy baby. Knees out to the side, rock side to side. If you'd like to take this moment to take an inversion, a shoulder stand, plow pose, handstand hops, whatever it is that you want, you need right now in this moment, take it. See if you can stay connected to your breath the entire time. Maybe you enjoy your happy baby. If you're tired of happy baby and you don't know where to go next, release your hands from in between your thighs, sacrum into the mat, and then soles of the feet lift to the sky, legs up a wall. Maybe you actually take your legs up a wall. We have that luxury now at home. Stay here for 4 breaths. Maybe you practice pointing and flexing your toes. And see if you can start slipping away. Staying connected to that breath. Staying connected to the reason why you signed up to come to class today. Last 2 breaths of your play. And if you're not already there, slowly make your way down. Legs fold down, knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your chest to your thighs, vacuum seal it, and forehead to your knees. Curl up, chin to chest. Take a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank your willpower, thank your body. We're here and we're here together. Last tight squeeze in. Exhale, release. Legs extend out. Find your final resting posture, Shavasana. Hands by your hips, palms reaching out to the sky, shining up. And find a soft close in the eyes if they're not there yet. Maybe you plug your shoulder blades into the mat. Find that opening from collarbone to collarbone. Maybe you visualize the 4 corners of the room, whatever space you're in, whatever shape it's in. Visualize it. Recognize that you're at home. You are safe. Take a deep breath in, belly lifts. And on an exhale, erase that space. Erase the 4 corners and move that energy in. Draw it in. Find the 4 corners of your mat, your rug, your carpet. Feel the texture of it on the backs of your arms, maybe in that shoulder blade. Recognize your space, the space that has allowed you to practice. Take a deep breath in through the belly. And on an exhale, release that, erase it. Move your energy inwards and find the perimeter of your body. Maybe it's an outline, a dotted line, a glow. Recognize your body, the work that it does, the life that it allows you. Take a deep breath in through the belly. And exhale, release the body, move your energy inward. Find that center point. Finding your heart, finding the deep, vast ocean space in there. Take a deep breath in through the belly. And exhale, release everything else. Plug your nose, dive in. Feel the breath continue as you swim limitlessly. Bring awareness back into your breath. Let it refuel your awareness of your body, of your location. Reach your hands up and overhead for a full body stretch, breathing in through your fingertips, out through your toes. Knees come in towards your chest. And roll over onto the right side of your body for a fetal posture. Right bicep as a pillow for your ear. Keep your eyes closed. And let your body absorb what it needs to. The physical practice, the mental clarity, the emotional stability. Use the strength of your arms to lift your body up and off the mat. Find a seated position of your choice. Keep your eyes closed still. And feel your head over your heart, over your hips. Balanced, structured, and stable. Take a breath in, reach your fingertips up and overhead, hands connect above. Exhale, bring your thumbs back into your heart. One round of clarifying breath. Deep breath in, fill your belly up, lift your chest. Exhale, release. Thank you, yogis, for choosing yourself, choosing this 60 minutes to work on yourself with the goal of progress and growth and moving forward. From my humble heart to yours, namaste. Bow your chin to your chest with gratitude to practice. Hi, thank you guys. Okay, so my name is Bhavna, and if you know me, tell me what you thought afterwards. If you don't know me, feel free to chat me on here on Zoom for the next 5-ish minutes, or if you got an email from Zoom, from a Black Swan email, feel free to respond to that and ask any questions that you've got, or find me on Instagram. I'm at Bhavcat. And we can chat, we can talk. I want to help answer any questions that you've got, especially during this funky time we're in. So thank you guys again. A very, very humble thank you for joining. And I absolutely, absolutely enjoyed having each and every one of you on here. Have a great day ahead of you. Have a great week ahead of you. And I'll be here next week. So if this time works for you, find me next week. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Bye. Ooh, let me find my phone. Thank you.